Hello, 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 Facebook. What is going on? Let me see if I can. Nah, never mind. How is everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. So, as you guys hop on, say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. My name is Jenny Lynn Curry. I am coming in from Sumner, Washington. It was a fairly nice day today. However, I am fasting and I am 24 and a half hours fasted. So now I'm getting really cold. So let me know where you are coming in from. Is it warm where you are? Like, let me know. Is it like palm trees and like 90-degree weather? Maybe it'll help warm me up because my fans are seriously frozen. But I wanted to come on and just kind of chat with you guys a little bit. I am doing a new program. So some of you guys might have saw the No Food for Mama for 60 hours. So I'm doing a new program called Summer Shred Jump. I'm super excited because we just launched it last Monday, and last week in 7 days, I lost 7 pounds. So I don't know about you guys, but when was the last time you lost 7 pounds in 7 days? I'm just saying. So I'm super, super, super stoked about that. And so going into this week, I wanted to make sure that this week has an amazing transformation as well. And so we're starting this week off with what we call a reboot. A reboot is essentially just an extended fast. Okay. So let me know in the comments, do you do any kind of intermittent fasting, or have you ever done any kind of extended fasting? So and I apologize, Facebook, I cannot see you at the moment. So I will come back. If you are saying hi, hello, if you're asking questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I just can't see them right this second while we're live. So just know I will be able to see them when they're done. So anyway, this week is week 2 of the jump. And we started our reboot, which is a 60-hour fast, last night. So I'm just over 24 hours fasted, haven't eaten anything all day, been drinking my water. I drank my ketones, all the things. I worked out this morning. Excuse me. I went to the gym like around 11:30-ish. Had a really, really good workout. Not really sure that I'm going to be able to function tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. You know, those workouts where you get done working out, and then I don't know about you, but our gym is 2 stories, right? And so I work out upstairs. And when I get on the stairs to come down, I know it's been a good leg day when I take that first step and literally like have to hold on to the railing for dear life. Like, oh my God. So that was one of those today. I was like, oh, okay. It was a good leg workout day. So I was pretty stoked about that. You've never fasted. Oh my. So I had never fasted except for like medical procedures or, you know, blood draws or that kind of thing. Like when you're pregnant, you have to do those god awful glucose intolerance tests. Let me know if you've ever had to do those, or like, did you enjoy it? I've met a couple of people who actually didn't mind it. And I'm like, really? That stuff's nasty. But let me know in the comments. Maybe that's you. Maybe you didn't mind it. And hey, to each their own. I did not like it. But anyway, so fasting, I had never really done any fasting outside of those types of situations until about 3 years ago. And then 3 years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to start doing some intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting, there's lots of different ways you can do it. The most generic way is a 16/8, where you fast for 16 hours and then you have an 8-hour eating window. That's the most generic one, most widely used, I feel like. So most people will eat, between like 12 and 8 or 11 and 7. And then they'll stop eating after dinner, and then they won't eat again until like 11 or noon the next day. It's pretty simple. I mean, I naturally intermittent fasted like that already, just because I didn't really eat breakfast. Like, let me know in the comments, are you a breakfast person? Are you like, no way, no how, no breakfast? For me, I was never really a breakfast person. And so it really didn't bother me to not eat in the morning. I would normally not eat until like noon, or even after maybe like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So doing an intermittent fast was not really new to me. Calling it intermittent fasting was new to me. But actually doing that wasn't, because I just didn't eat breakfast. But now I do it on purpose, right? Like I do it on purpose, and I make sure that I'm drinking my water. I try to shoot for 164 ounces of water personally. So that's, I fill this up 3 times, and it's more than what I need. So that is what I do every single day. But with the extended fast, it's 60 hours, and it's a supported fast. So it's not just water. It's water, ketones, and a bone broth. And so it makes it really a lot easier than if you were just doing just plain water fasting. I mean, I know that when, like tonight, for instance, my desk or where I'm working is here. My kitchen is literally like 5 steps that way. And my husband made nachos for our kids tonight. So there's that. So being able to be around that while they're cooking and while the smells are going on and everything smells so amazingly delicious, and all that kind of stuff. I could feel myself like almost getting angry. Like, would you be getting angry if your husband was making nachos while you're fasting and you're like 10 steps away from the oven? So I felt like I was getting angry, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know why? It's because I haven't had my last bone broth. I was supposed to have a bone broth at 6 o'clock my time, and it was almost 7. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to drink my broth. And now I'm happy as a camper. So, it's fine. Anyway, with the 60-hour reboot, what it helps you do is it really helps you get control of your eating, get control of the mental game that's going on. When I first started fasting, and the very first time I ever did a reboot, I remember coming home from work. I wasn't hungry. I knew I wasn't cooking. My husband had dinner under control, all the things. But for whatever reason, call it Pavlov's dog, call it whatever you want, I came home, and the first thing I did was went to the refrigerator and opened it. And I was standing there looking through the refrigerator. And it took me probably a good 60 seconds to realize what the heck I was doing and why I was like, what the heck am I doing? I'm not hungry. I'm not cooking. Like, why in the heck do I even have the refrigerator door open? Right. And so that was a huge thing for me, because I feel like so many people are so stuck around, well, it's that time of day, so I need to eat, right? Or, well, if I don't eat now, I'm not going to be able to eat later, so I better just eat even though I'm not hungry. And I feel like we get stuck in that big thing, right? Like, we're going to the kitchen because we're bored. We're going to the kitchen because it's that time of day that we should be eating, right? We should be. And so when I did my very first reboot and I opened the refrigerator door and I was standing there with it open, I was like, holy crap. I have been so what do you even call it? Like, I've just been so regimented that this is what is supposed to happen. Like you have breakfast before you go to work, you have lunch at noon, and you have dinner as soon as you get home. Like I was so regimented in that thought process that even though I knew that I wasn't going to be eating, I still did the thing. And so doing these extended fasts has helped me so much get a handle on just food in general. Like asking myself, am I really hungry, or do I just need more water? Right? Am I really hungry, or is it just because I'm bored? Am I really hungry, or is it just because it's 5 o'clock and we should be having dinner? You know what I mean? Like asking yourselves those questions. And so I'm super stoked about this reboot specifically because with the jump last week, I lost 7 pounds. That's the new program. It's called Jump. We actually are calling it Summer Shred Jump because we're actually doing some extra classes to explain specifically the different types of fasting, the different types of keto and low carb varieties. And then we also talked about journaling and that kind of thing last week in depth with our shredders. But I lost 7 pounds in 7 days. So I'm like, okay, this is amazing. I've got to share this with everyone because it's super, super simple. It's really just accountability, making sure that you're drinking your water and getting some kind of movement in. So I wanted to do the reboot this week to see what else my body is willing to do, right? What else my body can do without food, right? So 60 hours, no food. I'm 24, almost 25 hours fasted now. I won't eat again until Wednesday morning, at least 8 a.m. will be my 60 hours. Normally, when I do a 60-hour fast, I go to like 65, sometimes 70 hours. It just depends on how I'm feeling and if I want to fast. If I want to continue fasting, I'll continue fasting. If I'm like, nope, I am done and I want some actual food, and let me know down below, like, if you just got done with a 60-hour fast where you had not eaten anything, what would be the first food that you would want to eat? Like, what would be oh my God, I have to have that food. I want to know what you guys think, because for whatever reason, as soon as I get done fasting, my number one food that I want to have, hey Brenda, the number one food that I always have after a 60-hour fast, I'm going to tell you, is air fryer chicken wings, y'all. Air fryer chicken wings, hands down. I don't know what it is about chicken wings that I get so excited about, but that's the meal I want after I get done with the 60-hour reboot. Almost every time, even if it just means like 5 chicken wings on the side of a salad or something like that, but it's almost always chicken wings. I don't know why. But lots of questions that I get are, what should I eat after I get done with this extended fast? And I always say, you want to prioritize protein. So you definitely want a really good, healthy protein source. But you also want to keep in mind, our bodies, the one thing that our bodies take up the most energy doing, the most time, the most energy, the most resources doing, is digesting food. Okay. So when we decide to give our systems a break from digesting food, our body can do things like repairs that it hasn't been able to do. It can do things like if you have a cut or something like that, you've just had surgery maybe or something, any kind of open wound or anything like that, you will heal faster if you are fasting. Did you get that little play on words there? You will heal faster if you are fasting. I know, seems so counterproductive, but your body, because it takes up so much time and energy to digest food, when you stop making it digest food, it has all of this energy and all of this resource to go and do other things. The other thing is when you get into an extended fast, even an intermittent fast, by the time you get to 16 hours, you have entered into like an autophagy, which is like fat burning mode. You'll notice sometimes, and like I said when I jumped on, you'll notice, especially in extended fasts, your fingers get really cold. Your hands start to get really cold. Your toes get really cold. Then your feet get really cold. And all of your extremities just seem really cold. That's because your body is bringing all of its extra resources in to your torso to take care of your organs, right? To keep your organs going, because now it's taking all of that extra fat that you have around your organs, all that extra fat you have around your body, and it's saying, hey, I don't know when the next time she's going to eat is, so we better build a campfire because I don't know what the heck is happening, right? And so it works really great, because then your body goes into this fat burn mode. And then by the time you're done with your 60 hours, one, you feel superhuman, which is amazing. Like you literally feel like Superwoman, okay, Wonder Woman, whatever kind of person you want to be, Superman. But you feel like that, for one. Your brain is on fire. You have all of this amazing energy. You feel clean on the inside. I don't even know how to explain that other than you feel clean on the inside. Like you don't want to put junk in your mouth after you've gotten done with an extended fast like this. You literally just don't. So that's one of the amazing parts about a reboot, is that it gives you that time to figure out your relationship with food, and it gives you that time to make you feel superhuman, so that when it comes, like Friday night, when the kids want to have pizza and movie night, I'm good with that. You can have the pizza. I'm not going to care. I'm going to make some chicken crust pizza, and I'm going to cook that right along with your regular pizza, and we're all going to be happy campers, because I'm not going to want to put anything in my body that's not good for it, because you just feel healthy. You just feel clean on the inside. So anyway, if you guys want to do the jump with us, like I said, I jumped last week. I know you guys don't know what that means, but the Summer Shred Jump is just a program that we're doing. It's daily accountability. It's daily coaching from me. It's walking you through how to drink your ketones, how to drink your water, how to stay consistent, all of those things. And I lost 7 pounds in 7 days last week. So that's really awesome. And now we're rebooting. So if you guys want to do the jump with us, we're going to do a boot camp starting the 23rd. It'll be a 2-week boot camp. And then we will start another jump, which is really kind of the same thing. Another jump 2 weeks after that. So you guys can get into the boot camp with us, and then the jump, and you'll be raring to go. So if you guys want to do that with me, you can just drop jump down in the comments. If you're on TikTok, the easiest thing to do is to find me on Facebook. Same profile picture, same name, all the things, and just send me a message with the word jump, and I can get you information. You can also comment on a previous TikTok that I did about the jump and my before and better pictures. I also did a TikTok that showed you my Facebook profile so that you could come over onto Facebook. Super simple, easy to do. And if you're already jumping with us and maybe you didn't do the reboot this time because you were like, I don't know about it, and you're like, I definitely want to do this reboot with you guys next time, or maybe you're just wondering about fasting in general. There's lots of different kinds of fasting. There's the 16-8, which is the pretty generalized one. You can do a 20 and 4 fasting where you're only having a 4-hour eating window. Or there's another one, it's called 5 and 2, where you eat whatever you want to 5 days a week. And the other 2 days a week, you narrow down your calorie intake to 500 calories for those 2 days. That's like a zigzag dieting. That's also a thing. So if you guys want more information about that, I'm more than happy to get you information about that. So if you guys have any questions, just find me on whatever platform you are and you can send me a message. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hopping on. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Yeah.